welcome to an episode of Playing in Traffic, and finally returned to the Philly area after about, I don't know, probably like a week and a half, it feels like. And I'm blatantly ripping off the Philly captain right now. And shout out to him, that's my homie. But he really came up with, or he noticed something that I think is pure gold, and I'm going there to investigate it myself. So that's what we're kind of doing with today's episode. We're going to do that. Because he just was in Oxford Circle, and he tagged me in his video appropriately, because this is where I was born and raised and still live today. And yeah, man, Oxford Circle's changed. And specifically speaking on the circle itself. And yeah, we're just going to scan that and report the breaking news of today's Playing in Traffic. Actually passing by the church, St. Martin Tours Church. I went to this, well, my parents raised me in this neighborhood. So they were absolutely practicing Catholics, and a major contributor to the parish itself. Then I raised my kids here, and my kids went to this school, and we went, to church and whatnot. Man, I hope this, I'm not going to name any names at all, but just say the following. I hope that the rumor that I heard is not true about something here. And it may very well just be that. And I guess if by chance the news got a hold of it, I would say something. But it's one of those things where it would probably bring me to tears, this rumor, because I know my parents would be rolling in their grave if they knew it happened. So we are going to hope that's not the case. But on a more, oh goodness, look at this. Okay, so that might be one thing. This is over here on what? I forget half the time the streets I'm in, but look at this car right here. Ooh. Back over here on Sanger Street. Okay. Anytime I see that massive amount, there we go. Anytime I see that massive amount of rear damage, I just think the person behind him was sitting on their phone like a fucking jerk off. That's really what I think. The minute you see some massive rear damage, somebody was on their phone. It's all day, every day. I'm glad we're busting DUI drivers. We pretty much have done that forever. We could whip out a breathalyzer at any minute. You know what I mean, and blast. And I'm not saying they don't deserve it. Okay, fine. But the shit with the phones, the vape, and the weed, and we for real don't have anything to really get these. Like I just came back from Georgia, and if you're even touching your phone in the car, they will pull you over for that. They'll pull. Now, did I see them do it directly? No, I didn't. But that's part of the laws there. If you're even if it's up on the mirror, even if it's on a stand, they will pull you over, and they can pull you over. Let's just say that. It's Oxford Circle time now. But they will, yeah, they'll pull you over. And that's something that we definitely need all over the United States. How about that? All over, because this is absolutely just freaking ridiculous. But okay. So that being said, so yeah, as reported by John, the Philly captain Yeah, McDonald's has been long gone. I don't know what, I'm going to have to try this out because I love Mexican food. So I'm going to have to try this out. But it's definitely an improvement over the McDonald's that was there, because that literally was one of the worst eating experiences I ever had. Well, it's not even eating experience. What McDonald's ended up turning into here at on the Oxford Circle was, I know there was a couple major robberies in there through yeah, I don't know what window they went through, because there was never a drive-through. Excuse me, but oh, here comes the 59. Plenty of memories with the 59 all day long. There it is back there. Yeah, what that McDonald's ended up becoming was, you know, you'd go to get a soda and try to put ice in the cup, and you would have a pile of ice there. Like, so it really was difficult. Outside of pushing all the ice onto the floor of the restaurant, you actually couldn't. You really couldn't fill your ice. It just turned into a real disaster. So I'm hoping this Mexican grill that's currently there has a lot more success, and you know, it's just more of a quality experience than what it was. Because back in the day, McDonald's, I think I actually did do this in a episode a couple months back. You know, when the guy, well, who knows how many kids were actually at were in St. Martin Tours School. It was like it was probably in the thousands in its big, at its peak. You know, a lot of them kids were going right across the street at lunchtime to this, and that was a McDonald's at the time. And you know, that was a class act in there. It was, as much as McDonald's can be a class act. And so yeah, this big giant. I remember my one priest, Father Smith, his name was, when I had him at English at Cardinal Doherty. He used to go, you know, and he was at St. Helena's in Olney. And when the minute he found out there was St. Martin's kids in the class at Cardinal Doherty, he was like, oh yeah, nothing like St. Martin at Tours, the great airplane hangar of Oxford Circle. And it was like, oh wow, dude, like really? And then years later, he wasn't practicing. He was, you know, doing masses. I think he baptized my daughter, a matter of fact. My daughter and my son. My memory sucks, but yeah, they called it an airplane hangar. Interesting. Today's main event, as found by the one and only Philly Captain, is this. Now, if you don't look close enough driving by, which I haven't really looked over here in a while, because when this was a Checkers and an operating Checkers, yes, admittedly, I would absolutely swing through. And even more so on a night after having played either the L Bar, Connie's, Rick Rack, the Fire. At around 2 a.m., this could absolutely be happening. This was the old Checkers on Oxford Circle. Now, the signage is up. Whoever saw anything like this before? A Boston Market sign with the Checkers building. It's mint. It's mint. I'm taking a picture of it. It's going to be the thumbnail, because this is like just, it's just great. It's a great opportunity to take a picture of something you're probably never going to see ever again. But one of my favorite memories was waiting right about here, probably 1:30 at night, hitting the box right here, ordering God knows what. It's not listed, but I'm thinking it was more like the Bufords and the pies, and it just was such a bad choice to do at late at night, probably at any point during the day, honestly. waiting for the food. Because this place, one thing for sure was if you were working in here, you were getting high too. That's one of the things I kind of noticed from the smell when you would inevitably get to the pickup window for your food right here. It would be, you know, a pretty much a giant like poof of weed coming out, which I'm not mad at it. The food was still good enough. But how about the one night a guy ordered his food. We're all waiting in line. You know, they have the double order thing over here, so you could pick it up on this side or this side. Guy gets out and has a major hissy fit because whatever he wanted, they didn't have. I don't know what the problem was with refunding, but he was standing right about here where I was there, and he was more by the window while somebody else was trying to pick their food up out of the actual pickup window. And he he was just throwing a fit. It was. I wish I was recording it because it was classic. He didn't break anything. A couple of the people in line wanted to break his face because he was holding shit up, and the horns were going. You'd never know. I mean, it was dark and everything, but at 1:30 in the morning, it was just like it was still an eyesore. But this Checkers has been down for a really long time. And now all of a sudden, a Boston Market, and how do you even is Boston Market getting into the business of drive-through takeout only? Because there is a Boston Market not even a mile, not even a half mile north on the boulevard. At Levick and Bustleton and the Boulevard, where they all meet in there. So hey, okay. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. And I'm going to say this, there's a Jersey tag here. I'm wondering, did this turn into a parking lot or is this used cars? So what's that all about? Because we got a ton of cars in this parking lot. There's no doubt about that. A ton of cars as we make a nice turn. A ton of cars out here. So maybe they're going to do Boston Market and used car sales. And guess what? It probably will work. And Boston Market's getting kind of goofy anyway. That one up at Levick is that at any point can jump off into a disruptive nut house. How about that? In up there, it can turn quick up there. I've been around that before in the parking lot. That can get really sketchy quick in that particular store, and that's literally a half mile up. So yeah, here we are, seeing it all. Boston Market with still the structure of the one and only Checkers, internationally known for indigestion. Boston Market probably the same to a degree, depending on what you get. Let's get that thumbnail picture. And I want to again thank Billy Captain for, I watched his video and saw this on there and went, oh yeah, that needs to be on my channel as well. So yeah, have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow. And how about we just, for the heck of it, like and subscribe, because we're in for a lot of fun, folks. Believe me, I'm gonna make sure of that. And check you later.